it's like a final.
Exactly.
Definitely.
You read my mind. I think for both of these men, we need to see 3 points here. And
that's it.
If you draw, I mean, you're kind of leaving your fate in other people's hands.
Think about me at minute 75, 1-1 is like, you need to go for it. There's no room for a point, which is...
Expect both players in that type of scenario to really go for it.
Well, you know Mestre better than the rest of us. If you could actually get inside his mind right now, what it is you think that he's kind of mulling over and kind of... Because obviously he just finished, so he doesn't really have too much of time to actually prepare for the next match,
On paper, he probably has faced the stronger opponent, and it came with a loss, with a defeat, which is now maybe put him some extra pressure for the next match. He's a guy that he have everything he wants, able to put it on the gameplay. He's having that feeling he's almost unstoppable. But, you know, this short format, 3 just games, coming to lose the first one. But, you know, not to be too scared that much, because in the group stage, in the qualifying, in the round 4, he was out of the competition before the last round, and he had to beat Miguel Ruan, another Spaniard, to go through. He made it possible, ended qualifying, and after being second of the group, he ended winning the European qualifier. So why not, Harry? Repeat that formula again.
It's definitely doable. I mean, you look at his route to get to this stage. I mean, beating in the quarterfinals Cams, 3-2 versus Nexa in the semi-final, and then Zelo, of course, runner-up from 2023's World Finals, if I remember correctly, in the grand final. So just his regional route to get to this point, he basically had to play a mini tournament of its own. Right. So the fact that he's now here, he got to this stage, maybe the pressure of representing his own club. I mean, he was a Bayern player for 4 seasons in the eFootball Pro calendar.
Some extra vibes, no? Like, it's so cool. If you had to pick one, no?
I think
might be a sense of ownership in a way, like,
to
this
be honest,
is my club.
That's it.
The shirt probably weighs a bit heavier on him than it does on anyone else here at this club final.
I think it's more the feeling to everyone talking about you, how good you are, how big are the expectations on you, and you won't be able with the pass of the year to prove it. I think that pressure is on him from always, and I think when this guy made that statement, qualifying to the World Finals, we probably want to see his full potential, and I can't wait for that. But first, the formula goes by winning the next match, which is the most difficult of the year for him right now, in front of the underdog, which is Kimubi, a guy that comes from Indonesia with no expectation at this level of competition, debut internationally, but it comes from an academy, the eFootball Academy in Indonesia, that has created a lot of superstars globally at eFootball, and we saw Rizky Faidan, Romy, Elga, we go Akbar Paudi, plus the mobile guys, which they are unbelievable. So at the end of the day, he's competing every single week, every single month against top title contenders. So that makes the difference to grow up faster than the rest of the world at this stage.
Well, there you say. I mean, both of them obviously have had anything but straightforward paths to actually get to this very moment right here. But if Mestre does have any extra advantage, it is that he has had his back up against the wall many times before, and he has been able to pass those tests with flying colours. Let's see if he's able to do that again as he takes on Kimubi.
Hello, I'm Rizky Ade, my nickname is Kimubi, I'm from Indonesia and I represented Eastern Asia. I'm going to do my best and I hope I can win a title for the first time in a global competition. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Miguel, also commonly known as Mestre. I will be representing Europe and Africa region, and my expectations for the tournament are very high. My aim is to win, as always as I compete. So I hope I can reach those awaited World Finals in Tokyo and can be there in July. See you soon and vamos!
Heard from our 2 players to kick off the console leg of our stream. Neither men have gotten themselves a point on the board so far, so we essentially, as you said, have a final on our hands here, Alex. Is Mestre against Kimubi, and I mean, what can we say other than just do not blink? It's a big, big match here in match number 3, as 2 men need 3 points.
Definitely, let's see. Will be a different pace compared to the mobile games, now getting on console. And Harry, here we go. We'll be on live stream the debut for Kimubi and Mestre on today's finals. And The needs to start leading and win 3 points are massive.
They are massive indeed. Kickoff is just before us here. Mestre versus Kimubi. And it's the Indonesian Kimubi who will be in the home strip. Just double checking before we kick off that everything's fine, all the formations.
Kimubi with a 4-4-2.
Good.
With those and Mestre as well. Similar one, Mestre with left wingers and Olise MEF and 2 MEF offensive midfielders for Kimubi. Will be like a similar to a mirror formation that sometimes it make a different view, different to predict even for your players, or which formation working properly better than the other one. And let's see, kickoff for Indonesia, kickoff for Kimubi.
Well, here we go then. Attacking the right-hand goal will be Kimubi, the man who lost his first match against Sleeman, will now need a result to go his way in order to keep things within his own hands, as does Mestre. Both men facing a similar feat here. The Spaniard attacking the left-hand goal in that all-black Bavarian strip.
A through ball by Harry Kane. Mestre, as most of you guys remember him with that 4-3-3 formation, famous in Europe. And now it's a bit surprising see him with the 4-4-2. But now Kimubi with the long ball. It's Thomas Muller. Great block by Upamecano. That was a nice way to go through by the Indonesian guy, which is still with the pressure, Harry.
First real chance of the match goes to Kimubi. And here he comes again. Had 2 men on the run, and in the end, couldn't find either of them. Defended well by Mestre. Now, Sane over to the far side. Olise trying to find the head of Kane.
It's a good chance. If you send those long balls to Kane and you win the header, it's a millisecond advantage you get through the next pass over your opponent. So same again, looking for Kane. But yeah, you need to be accurate with that pass, either with the header or with the foot. We'll see. Really open so far this game. It's nice to see every single time open games where everything can happen.
Is indeed probably the highest level of competition we've seen at a club event final so far. Now Mestre can maybe benefit.
Another missed pass from Mestre.
Off of that.
Some nerves on both sides.
Some nerves indeed, but looking at Kimubi's route to the final, of course, Takaki, Jean-Sui.
Nice ready from Mestre.
Takeman, Udi, who of course is a former world champion, all within his region. So to get to this stage, Kimubi has bested some valiant
we see clearly,
competition.
Harry, the meta of both tactics of these two players is to make a 2v1 action with the MEF and the striker every single time.
What good tackle.
And we will see now a lot of back passes to make that 2v1 action. When now Musiala getting through. Kane, now well defended by Mestre. Quickly going forward. These two wants to take the lead as soon as possible.
20 minutes gone. The ball's stayed in play for the majority of this game. Very open indeed. Harry Kane round the corner to Musiala. Nice triangle. Back to Olise. Harry Kane, though, unable to be connected with.
Davies is one of those cards which is really skilled, really fast, really agile, but especially for defense is not that good. So we'll see if work properly for Kimubi. Paulovic putting that ball. Now there is no dominance, no initiative for these two players, and now are having a hard time to connect those combinations, those passing. Now finally Mestre in the left hand side with the Leroy Sané with the through ball. Stanisic in a wonderful, nice pressure, but not enough.
Not enough indeed. Half an hour mark approaching. Still 0-0 between these two, and you probably argue that a draw benefits neither man here in their second group game. And well,
Olise!
With Olise! Oh, it's offside, is it? I think so. That goal
but
chalked off.
On Olise or Harry Kane? Because Harry Kane was in the trajectory of the ball when he shot. We'll see now.
Let's take a look. Who is it offside?
And we will see the... Oh, there.
It's Olise, is it? Maybe just a toe.
Unlucky for the Indonesian guy. The How was really, really close to take the lead. Some breathe for Mestre. Still 0-0.
Now Mestre. With the bit between his teeth, potentially. Harry Kane's miscontrol, though, just can't trap the ball well enough.
He was preparing the knock-on, and he failed to be accurate with that touch to prepare that boosting shot. that is difficult to nowadays to see at the highest level, but if you're performing well, it's almost 100% goal.
We heard him say before the match, the awaited World Finals, and that wording is very specific for Mestre. Has never qualified for the World Finals.
It's insane.
Several seasons in the top level of European competition, has won many accolades, feels like he's been around for years. He's such a strong player, and has never qualified for a Konami World Finals.
It's happening the same, for example, with João Victor. João Victor already, obviously his career is not that deep as Mestre, but he hasn't qualified already to the World Finals. And one of those two big names that's still missing, no? The experience to be at the World Finals.
Under 5 minutes left in the first half. Mestre on the ball, just struggling to break through.
Mestre is getting better and better. We'll see if before the halftime he can have a good one.
Free kick here for the Spaniard.
Mestre is one of those players that doesn't need to do a great match to really win it. No, he just needs one clear chance, put it into the net, and then control the match. So it's potentially one of those matches of Mestre.
Well, Harry Kane's trying to break the lines at the back there. Still alive here for Mestre.
Nice one.
Harry Kane!
Oh my! How's that possible? I think the timing, maybe he pushed too early to shot that ball instead to wait a little bit more, that the ball was falling down to a right position to his foot.
Oh, it's not the first time today.
He attacked the ball so high, maybe Harry Kane, that may not be that accurate.
He's not got his shooting boots on today, the Englishman. It's not often.
If you wait the ball coming closer, you are more accurate, more easy positioning, let's say. When we back to the tactics, where Kimubi was thinking a little bit, maybe was Mestre maybe making some changes. Sometimes you need this for think about it, think about what's next, breathe a little bit, take some water. Game is running so fast, no goals, no differences.
Also so important for you to see if your opponent has made any changes. You need to keep tabs on exactly what the formation is on the other side, so you don't keep playing to the old game plan.
Unless you are curious to see, has he done something? We'll see. The last one.
Curiosity or paranoia, either way.
Yeah, exactly.
Go hand in hand.
Totally.
1 minute left, last attack of the half.
Look at that space.
Come the way to Kimubi. He's already had one disallowed, and that will be the end of the first half.
When he got that room, Harry, to get through the box, he rather to shot, to cross, he went for the easy choice, the pass back. But Mestre was expecting the same. Great block. We see only one shot, but I have the feeling that we saw a lot of action, but those actions were not having a finishing at the end. No?
You can almost feel the nerves between these two through the screen, because they both have 0 points to their name after one match played. This is a big affair for both of them. Mestre starting out this second half attacking the right side of your screen goal,
and most likely who scores seems to be the winner in this match. So let's take a look. Who is Mestre or Kimubi, the Spaniard or the Indonesian, in this match 3 of the day?
Cleared up the pitch by Kimubi.
Oh, Kimubi now rushing the second man pressure by winning the header. Pavlovic, that's a DMF that working so nice for FC Bayern Munich in this season so far.
Nice carrying of the ball up by Musiala.
And somehow he will try to go. Oh, look at that back pass.
Very nice
Musiala!
Oh, saved strongly by the goalkeeper.
Olise stealing the ball at the way he can. Now Mestre playing easy, looking to Harry Kane. Nice shot from there. Sané, maybe Mestre is having the best chance right now. Jamal Musiala! Too far. Went too far.
Just a little bit too much juice on that ball.
He's struggling to make the last pass. No, it's like playing easy, long ball to connect with Harry Kane. Not that confident with the build-up, with more passes as usually. Let's see with the last part of the game if Mestre or Kimubi can start to get comfortable. But seems to be almost impossible, no? At this moment of the competition of this game 3 as well.
Just waiting to find that perfect piece of timing from both sets of players on the pitch so far. 0-0 after 60 minutes.
At the end,
Eastern Asia runner-up and our Europe and Africa regional winner going head-to-head here.
Definitely, no. We see that the substitution with Mestre having King's Conan at the left winger. The feeling that Kimmich and Thomas Müller, AMF, and who else? Serge Gnabry as a second striker are in for Mestre. A game which we were saying, 0 points after a loss, 0-0 game 2. The pressure, the anxiety starts to appear in your side. Mentally, you know, even Kimobi or Mestre, you are not doing that much extra not to score a goal, and something has to change right now. Maybe substitution, maybe mentally, we'll see.
Not only that, you're not doing enough to really stamp your authority in this group stages. Still 0-0 between these two.
There's no accurate passes on either of the sides now. Kimobi failing a through ball. You need to connect one. Connecting one great chance will be enough to get in the competition for the last match day, for the last round.
Good defensive coverage there by Mestre. Read the passing lane correctly. And now attacking on this near side, but defensively, both these players have been so strong. They're seeming to cancel each other out at every opportunity. The timer ticking down here. Kimobi now near side.
Oh, nice fake shot, nice
really
super cancel.
Back inside. Oh, it will be a corner.
Left foot, King Coman. Seems impossible, but nice try forcing a corner kick. Nice super cancel there with Goretzka, avoiding that matchup from Mestre with Upamecano. Corner kick, how many times we have seen deciding goal of corner kick, rebounds, but somehow as well, if you not perform, not finish the corner kick, the counter-attack, take care of it.
Of course, that magical dribbler card, I believe that was Kingsley Coman, all the way back in September. It's a while ago now. But Thomas Müller
looking for Kim Min-jae, maybe?
This one
Pavlovic.
Oh,
the save
again. Still alive.
Davis.
Cleared, finally.
Davis for Mestre.
Big chance. Whoa. From Kimobi.
Surviving the Spaniard, the pressure. Still for Kimobi. And now the clear from Mestre, looking for Harry Kane that lost. Can't win that header in front of a Kim Min-jae. Mestre tried to predict the passes, maybe rushing a little bit.
Really good period here from Kimobi. Just wanting to slow this one down is Mestre, but there's a chance here on the far side. He is offside, and I wonder whether or not we'll see some substitutes here, because for Mestre, well, he's been surviving this last 10 or so in-game minutes.
And no, there's no good bites from Mestre gameplay. I know him really well. He doesn't need that much to score a goal, but time is running, and I feel him really uncomfortable. He needs to focus on long balls rather than to long short passes to connect, to build up his play, and that makes me the bite that he's not that comfortable in front. Not that big differences, but more action from Kimobi. But at the end of the day, 0-0, 10-15 minutes remaining. It's all about to forget what happened until now and perform it now.
Well, this is it. We said before the game, we expect if we get to 0-0 or tied at this point that both players will go for it.
That's the point. I mean, I would not like to be on that position right now. The stress and anxiety that they has to be living right now is maximum, because your season is pending from the last 15 minutes, and this tough for the ones who don't make it. But well, overall, Harry, let's be calm. Substitution on 3 added players for Mestre, and the chance that 1 point winning the last match, maybe if some results goes on your favor, you still can make it.
Number 8.
Well, we're back underway. Almost 20 minutes left. 0-0 between Kimobi and Mestre. The latter, who of course won 3 Best Goal of the Matchday awards throughout his tenure for Bayern München. He would need a magical one here in the next 15 or so. I don't even think it would have to be a particularly good one. He would take any goal at this stage, as would Kimobi.
That's the thing, no? How many times we want to be world champion, playing fantastically, winning 3-0, but the reality is that most of the time it's not that possible. It's rather wins 1-0 in a penalty in the last moment than not to win. So we'll see.
Through ball to Serge Gnabry.
No control in that run from Gnabry.
Could not get a hold of the ball before it ran out of play.
Let's see that what Mestre try if the long throw. Oh yeah, simply an easy pass, yeah, to Kingsley Coman. And start from there, Mestre. Sorry, Kimobi with the long ball. Nice recovery, nice regain. Kimi for Mestre. Gnabry connecting with Harry Kane for this time, yes, in front of Kim In-jae.
Here we go.
That could be a nice one. Mestre with it. Long ball. Oh, even Kim In-jae failed with that header. But wasn't that accurate. Too far for Harry Kane. Only one shot for Mestre. 0 on target. 4 for Kimobi. 2 on target.
I mean, 10 minutes to go, Alex. Do you feel there's a goal in this one? Because so far it's been so close.
A mistake. The only way to score right now is coming from a mistake. So we'll see if that really happened or we stay with the same score.
Well, look at this space here for Kimobi. Coming forward. It's Leroy Sané, far side. Almost beats Davies, turns back, tries to find Kingsley Coman in there.
He's doing pretty nice, Kimobi, but then his final decision is too safe. You need to reach a little bit more to surprise your opponent, and such a big opponent as Mestre.
Oh, Kimmich versus Kim Min-jae. That is always going to be a difficult battle to win.
Oh, look at this one. Quick long through for Mestre.
Now, I remember your long throws, Alex, when you were part of the Bayern München.
Mestre is especially for the long throw.
When you were a Bayern München player, I wonder if he'll try and launch this one into the box.
He will look for the number 9, Harry Kane. If he wins the header, maybe it's his momentum. We'll see.
Whether it's...
He will try to face someone smaller than him. Here we go. Kane for Mestre. He's winning the header.
There it is.
Müller!
Oh, saved! Great manual keeping. Still alive here for Mestre. Serge Gnabry. Stanisic.
That's it.
Mestre finds the goal that breaks the deadlock. And that will be a huge relief for Miguel Mestre.
Everything came from that long throw, and in the second action, he found out how Kimobi was missing that clear with the header, and somehow it arrived to the man. The big time show, Harry Kane controlling the ball inside the box and putting it where he knows that good. Look at that. The cross from Gnabry, looking for somehow the secondary chance for Harry Kane and Mestre with the only and unique shot on target leading, and just 2 minutes left. Massive moment for the Spaniard.
I can almost hear the sigh of relief and the vamos coming from Mestre.
Vamos, hostia, vamos.
That is a big goal that keeps his season alive, potentially, if he can hold on. For Kimobi, it's so difficult to pick yourself up after conceding that. Still has time, though, for at least one more chance.
Yeah, we'll see. Now Mestre will pack the bus. Just 2 minutes remaining, and he needs to control the score. Especially in those times when he's aware he's not playing that good, but he's smart. He knows 3 points are 3 points. Looking ahead, the third match is a super great result, and Kimobi have to do something else. Maybe try to not to go step by step. Try to break some line with long balls to Harry Kane to make some difficulties on Mestre, because time is running. Now everything will be decided in push the limits on Mestre, because Mestre will have one clear target: clear the ball as soon as possible.
We'll see that to come, but just looking at Mestre's route to this final, to this club event finals, I mean, the likes of Eterito, Sassinho, Marios, Los Scandalo, Franquinho, Camps, Zilo, all within his region in round 4. He is the man who emerges throughout the Europe and Africa region to make it to this stage. And he is just a few minutes away from securing a big 3 points. 4 minutes added on.
Still time for 1-2 action, but is Kimobi making a lot of mistakes on those passes. Mestre regaining the ball so easily, taking his time, great clear, 2 minutes left. It's all about this. If he wins the header, it's over.
Kimobi's had some good chances in this game, and he'll get one last chance here to play spoiler potentially.
It's Harry Kane again! Where the hell came from? Look at that, he was running like a midfielder. and somehow perfect positioning for Kimube, and dramatic end for this match 3. Wow.
Well, as we were building it up that Mestre's done enough, it's Kimube who turns up with the last kick of the game. Harry Kane from outside the box, and that is special.
Massive, eh? This is massive because Mestre was doing perfectly. I think almost has no chances, Kimube, to get into the match. I mean, it's like, it's my
that's the full-time whistle you hear in the background.
Wonderful fans at the end of the match.
The full-time whistle has been blown. A 5th minute of added time, and remember, it's a minimum of 4 minutes added on. Goal from Harry Kane secures a point for Kimube. Wow, what a finish! What a crescendo to that match.
To be honest, Harry, the only player able to perform that shot from that distance is Harry Kane. And he came from the pack. Somehow he wasn't on his position, maybe because the time he was challenging with the header, he came quite late to join the attack. And wow, perfect timing, perfect decision. Kimube, who was not taking the right decision during the whole match, he had some chances. He did in the right time.
I think we saw it often throughout that match and throughout today. Harry Kane in the right place, but couldn't get his shooting boots quite laced up. Here's another example of that.
Yeah, that one,
so
for example.
Close to goal there for Mestre.
That was from Mestre. He's only a 10 before the match.
And in the end, scores two goals in the last 5 or so minutes here to just give us some late drama. And what a game.
No, somehow overall I saw a great performance by Kimube, but somehow maybe his lack of experience made him to have some nerves, some pressure in front of the last decision, in front of the last pass, in front of the last shot, and he decided, like this one, to go to the easy one, pass and shoot, rather than force an extra distraction, because for players as Mestre, most of the things are predictable, you know what I mean? So you need to do something else faster than his mindset. But at the end of the day, 1 point for each of these 2 players, potentially open the chances. Still 1 game remaining for either of 2. And what a massive one. No? We'll see properly now the goal of Mestre, which this one, the cross from Nabri. No one get the ball, and Harry Kane catches that one inside the box.
Before that goal, it was almost like I was time traveling back to 2020, 2021 with the long throw towards Lewandowski.
Yeah, exactly. We were calling for the goal, and it happens, but what we were not calling is for that dramatic end. And in the last second, no?
For those wondering,
it was 93, Harry, 94.
The last replays of this goal that made it 1-0 to Mestre. His last game is against Slimangs later on today. He'll be hoping, of course, that elsewhere things can go in his favour. Well, there was the goal that made it 1-0 to Mestre, and we were ramping it up. You saw your reaction there, Alex. You think, oh, there we go, late drama. It's what Mestre does. He's got 3 points.
How many times you said to me, hey, you Alex, you saw that coming? I didn't saw that coming, honestly, because it's the only card that can perform from that distance like that. Because if it's Goretzka, if it's Kimmich, maybe yes, but most of the chances are to not like his score from there. So having him at that moment, at that second, is amazing. Let's enjoy the replay, because what a finishing.
Of course, just that bit of room is all the Englishman needed to find the back of the net, and that would have compounded the misery onto Mestre after what was jubilation moments ago. Semra, he thought he had 3 points. In the end, the points are shared. The game will end 1-1 between our 2 incredible competitors. I mean, what a game to kick off the console side of the group stages. Unbelievable.
I tell you what, fireworks. Absolute fireworks, because you think that Mestre has got that golden goal that's going to get him those 3 points. But then, virtually, or was actually, the last kick of the game, the only shot on target the entire match for Kimube, and he manages to just absolutely blow away everybody with such a fine finish. He went for it, he took that risk, and he caught the reward.
At this level, that's all it takes. Just that one golden chance with enough space around you, with a player like Harry Kane I mean, we've seen him bury them from his own half in the real world football. So if he's close enough to goal, he'll definitely take his shot and then score it more often than not.
It is such a crushing blow there from Mestre.
Yeah.
Things have just completely fallen apart at the end there. The way that nobody, as you say, saw coming. But good on Kimubi for actually going all the way into the very final whistle, because in the end, this is what this is all about. It's about pushing each other to each other's limits. It's about pushing each other to see how far everybody can actually go, and showing that you have that resilience and that you fear no one, and that even if you don't think you have a chance of survival, well, guess what? You actually do.
Same for either of these two competitors in front of the last match. It is true that shocked me the most the point that with not that much experience, Kimubi was able to be calm in his last action and be aware of what to do at this point, no? Because normally, if you ask about the pro players across the world, not many players usually score at this moment, at this point. Only the ones having the calm, having the skill, having the focus to not to lose their mind, say, all right, still time, I will get to that position, the pass back, and make that banger, because it wasn't a banger too close to end the match.
It was.
it
And
was an absolute rocket, wasn't it? I mean,
it's a shot for everyone, and at the end of the day, well, still open the chances to people at home. It's not over for Mestre and Kimubi.